JJ and Harry.
I'm not, no.
Let's say you're 4.
Look, we need points in it, all right? I don't mean this maliciously, but the word Sorry, I'm sorry. We need points. I definitely didn't write it. Guys, come on.
Can we have a backup? We have a backup. We have a backup one.
I don't think that's in the dictionary.
I'm looking. Simon, you wouldn't give points to racism, would you?
Pakistani is in the dictionary.
Yeah, that is the start.
Come on, man. No.
Sadly, it's not.
Oh, it's just like a difference.
As I said, if you can convince me it's a real word. Oh my God! Go on then.
Look, there's quite a few videos I can whip out.
JJ, stop digging.
No?
We're going to give you 0 points for that. I'm sorry.
Wow, okay. Well, it's been quite a long time since I heard that particular racial slur used, and I didn't expect to see it in a Sidemen video. This is a clip from a now removed Sidemen video in which they're obviously doing countdown, as you can see, and KSI has to come up with a word that's 4 letters long, and he chooses the P word, the racial slur that used to be used for South Asians. It was particularly popular in this country in the 60s, and I remember people using it from my childhood back in the 80s. Now I foolishly thought there'd be like widespread condemnation for this, and everyone would say, look, it's not good, it's irresponsible, they shouldn't use that term, and of course it's racist. But there seems to be a 50-50 divide. There's loads of people saying, yes, it's not the right word to use, it should never be used, and they should apologise, which they've done. And there's loads of other people saying, you people who are saying it's inappropriate, and you people saying, you know, it shouldn't be used, are just snowflakes, and you just can't understand it's done in a comedic context, so it's absolutely fine, you just need to grow some you-know-whats and put up with it. Of course, the first question I would ask, as I'm sure many are asking, is why on earth did it stay in the edit? Why, when they were editing this video, did they think, let's leave that bit in? You know, because it was obviously going to cause a problem. When I was a child, there was a famous comedian in this country called Bernard Manning, who some of you would have heard about, and he used to do loads of jokes in which he would use the P word, and he would do jokes about P words and living in Manchester and how they would interact, and he'd kind of mock their culture and the way they behaved.
English fella lived next door to this pack. He had a goose. He laid egg in his garden. He went round. He said, I've come for me goose egg. He said, me goose, he's laid egg. He said, oh, no. No, the egg belongs to me, he said. The egg is on my land. The egg belongs to me. That is Indian law. The likes of him they're there in the 80s, and they kind of got ushered out, and then people said, okay, look, it's not suitable, it's bad language, we shouldn't have that used anymore, and moved on and didn't use it. And to see it come back like this from such young people is kind of very kind of odd. So I don't know why they didn't just say, you know what, cut it out, he shouldn't have said it, and we won't embarrass him further. Because I feel like by leaving it in, not only have you kind of embarrassed yourselves, but you've embarrassed him as well, when it could have just been avoided. It could have just been dealt with behind closed doors. She said, look, KSI, you can't use language like that ever again. Please don't. Otherwise we're going to get in massive trouble. Stop using words like that. Simple as that. We don't need any more than that. But to do it this way means that everyone gets to see it. It's like thousands, if possibly millions of people are going to see this clip and think, why on earth did you say that? Because you have to look at it like, if it was a white guy on that particular show, one of the white sidemen who actually had said the N-word and spelt that out, they'd be in trouble too. It's just as shocking. You know, I'm of Arab culture, and I don't like it when people call me, you know, a sand N-word, which has happened, or a towel head, that's happened. It's offensive. I don't like it. It's not nice. So I think we have to kind of be measured here. It's still a racial slur. It shouldn't have been used, and there's just no context where you can make this funny. I don't see how it can ever be seen as funny. Anyway, KSI has apologised. The Sidemen issued a statement a few minutes ago saying they're deeply ashamed and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's quite a big thing when you think about it, because they've got so many millions of followers and subscribers. For them to have to take a video down is quite a big deal. So we'll see what happens after this. I know a lot of people are angry with KSI for using it. He has a lot of fans, of course, from multicultural audiences, and they won't like him using this kind of thing. And I'm really surprised they used it. There is this whole idea that, you know, the Sidemen, they are like a bunch of juvenile boys, and this kind of thing is bound to happen when you have that kind of juvenile humour going on. And there is some truth to that. If you've worked in education as I have, and you work with, you know, younger boys, teenage boys, 14, 15, yeah, they can use inappropriate comments sometimes, and they can make jokes that are inappropriate. But as an educator, it's your job to say, look, you can't say that kind of stuff, so you need to stop saying it now. Because, you know, kids can do really silly stuff. They can make jokes about the Nazis and think it's okay, and you have to stop them and say,
don't make jokes like that. It's never okay to do that, for an example, right? So that my real concern about this, of course, is that their main audience are young teenage boys. And I just think it's setting a terrible example to say those kind of words to those kind of people and those impressionable ears. They shouldn't think that's okay. That's just my opinion, of course, and no doubt I'll get trounced in the comments and called a snowflake for saying it. But there you go. What a shame. I'm sure they'll move on from this. It's not like they're going to lose much sleep over it. They got tons of power on the internet, tons of money. I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.